What's up with it, everybody? This is the Journey's Real, and we go by the slogan "Feet That's Been Places." So I want to welcome everybody to the Journey's Real, Feet That Has Been Places. You can see the topic. This is just something I want to come and discuss. This is a place of just uplifting, encouraging, just talking about topics. Feet that's been places, and surely all of our feet have been a whole lot of places, in different places, maybe different times and different points, but yet all of our feet have been places. And the topic that I come to talk on is, what is your definition of compatible? I should have put compatibility. What is your definition of compatibility? What makes you compatible? And so many people have so many different definitions of being compatible, what makes them compatible, and compatibility. And I just came to discuss that. It's just something that was on my heart and my mind to discuss and just bring to the forefront, because on today, so many people love being in relationships. I'm gonna put it like that. Love being in relationships. And if you read the descriptions, I'm not just talking about a man and a woman relationship. I'm talking about friendship, relationship, man and woman relationships, co-worker whatever kind of relationship where people have to relate to one another. That's just what the root of relationship is. And on today, a lot of people, and I will raise my hand to be the first to say this, make really poor decisions on what makes them compatible with someone. And I've talked to many people about this, and when you ask what is your definition of compatible, or what makes you people compatible, what makes people compatible, the answers you will get, it will really shock you. It will really shock you. I've heard so many things on what make people compatible and why they feel they are compatible with people. But this is something that I see that is going on in the world today, that a lot of people are in the wrong kind of relationships, whether friendships, whatever relationship. They're in the wrong relationships, and they're sticking around and being gun ho about a relationship or a particular person, place, or thing, because they feel um time is a reason to stick around, or so many things. But yet when you get to the root of the relationship, the people are not compatible with one another. And what really happened is people become com- comfortable and complacent in toxic relationships, dysfunctional relationships. They become so complacent in that, but yet they're not compatible. Their lifestyle is not compatible. The way they talk is not compatible. The way they see things is not compatible. And not to disqualify how someone sees things, because we all see things differently. But I'm talking about a relationship, something that you are dealing with, a person, place, or thing, um, a lot in your life, but yet you're not compatible. So, what is your definition of compatible? What makes people compatible? What not make people compatible? And I'm speaking from my point of view of what I feel make people compatible. People say, we both hustlers, we both go getters, we both, you know, um, like this or like doing that. But yet when you get to the core of who those two people are, they're still not compatible. And what really happens when people are not compatible, who tries to force things, you know it be like a relationship that goes really bad and it goes south really fast, but yet people hang on to it. So I'm gonna dive in on some things that I feel makes people compatible. um the things that we look at it, like money, cars, clothes, all of that. My best friend, they'll go get it, like I'm gonna go get it. Those are like the surface things of what make people um compatible or monetary things that make people compatible. But when we speak about compatibility, to me, it goes more into the depths of a character of who a person is that will dictate if you're compatible with someone or not. That's just like if you are, I'm a person of integrity, right? Hypothetically speaking, I'm just using this as in general. I'm a person of integrity, right? But yet I'm in a relationship or dealing with someone who lacks integrity. Right there, I feel like these people are not compatible. Now, can a person elevate in their way of thinking? Can they come up higher in their way of thinking, change their way of thinking? Yes, they can. That's neither here nor there. But if you're something and I'm not something, right there, we're going to clash. We're going to clash. What makes people compatible to me is when you get into the depths of people morals and their values, how they see things, what they value and what they don't value is what makes people compatible. People can say, oh well, I know we compatible because they like getting money and they got goals and I got goals too. We'll use that hypothetically. They got goals and I got goals too. Okay, that means that you both have goals. But when you get into the depths of what those goals is, because someone can have goals that they just want to take from people the rest of their life. But yeah, you have goals of just, I want to build honestly and I want to do things right. Do that make y'all compatible? So compatibility to me is about views of how you see things. People can be, you know, hustlers. They both know how to make money, right? And you would say, oh, we both getting to the bread. We both getting this money. We both that, like all of that. Okay, that's cool. Both of you all like to get money. Okay, but now we're finna get into how do you like spending your money? What level of is money to you? How important is it to you? Or of how you may govern over your money, or how you may spend your money, or how you may save your money. You know what I'm saying? Then you get into the depths of if we're compatible or not. Just the simple fact that you both like making money means nothing. It means nothing at all that both of you all like making money. But when you get into the depths of how do you spend your money, how do you save your money, how do you invest your money, what investments would you like to make with your money, you know then we get into if we're compatible, if we're thinking on the same wavelength or not. And to say that if people are not totally thinking the same makes them not compatible, but you want to make sure that the way that you're thinking is mostly compatible with each other, meaning you're on the same, you see things the same, you view things the same. It does not mean that we are the same, it doesn't mean that we like all of the same thing, but hypothetically, again, talking about money. Now if you're, say for instance, right, this could be friendship, relationship, right? Say for instance, right, you are working with somebody and it's involving finances, right? And you all sit down and you like, you know what, I think that we could be a help to each other, right? And you sit down and you like, we both go getters, we both like making money. That's just the beginning of seeing if you all are compatible. Right there, you all on the right, just the same wavelength. You like making money, I like making money too. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? But once you sit down with that person and you find out, okay, well, um how do you like investing your money? Where do you think that important things that money should be spent on, or what do you want? No, Mina. So what do you think that important things of what no, Mina, what important things do you think that your money should be spent on or invested in? Then you will start finding out if you all are on the same wavelength or not, or if you all have the same values or the same morals. And I'm bringing this out into the forefront is because so many people get in really bad relationships all because what they feel makes people compatible is all wrong. For us even to be in each other's presence, or for us to even be in each other's environment, or giving people access to our lives, and at the end of the day we're not compatible, and the way we weigh a scale of compatibility with people, seeing if they're a proper fit that works together, that does not have conflict with one another. It's just like trying to put two negative charges together. That's not going to work. They're going to push against each other. Trying to put two positives together, that's not going to work. They're going to push against each other. And that's just the same way as with people. You need to find out if they're compatible with you, and it's more than just the years you have known them. Is more than just you know the outer things. It all goes to an inner place of people being compatible or not. You're honest, but yet you feel you compatible with a thief. How does that work? It will not work. It will not work. And a lot of times people overlook the important things that will let you know if you're compatible with someone or not. If you should be linking up or yoking up with that person or not. And the things that we think makes us compatible, like, girl, I'm a baddie, she a baddie too, or he getting that bread, I'm getting that bread too, he riding 26, I'm riding 26s too. But yeah, how did he get those 26? How do you even view those 26s? And it can go vice versa for females too, or male and female. So I just wanted to come through and just really just drop some nuggets of compatibility, and for us to look into a deeper place of ourselves, to truly understand what defines and make us compatible with people in our own individual lives. And it all goes down to your morals, your values, your views, your precepts, all of that. It goes into a level of that to really understand if you are or can be compatible with someone. You know, I mean, it's something we should really pay attention to, because it would save us a whole lot of wasted time, energy, heartache, pain. You know what I'm saying? If we just really look at a deeper level of compatibility and watch people, watch what they do, watch what they say, how they move, and you have to decide, is this compatible with my life? Will this work? Is this a fit for my life without it being a conflict in my life? Can this mush together? Can it mesh together? Can it work together and not be a conflict in my life? Yes, you do not have to like everything that I like, eat everything that I eat. No, that doesn't make compatibility. It's about an inner thing. It's about character. It's about the way we view things. It's about the way we do things, and how you do something that would even dictate if this will be a conflict with the way that I do things. Just like two cooks in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Can two cooks in the kitchen be compatible, or can two cooks in the kitchen be not compatible? You know what? It depends on how they do things, which would determine if they can be compatible or not. If they'll be open to hear each other views, or how they do things, or you know things of that nature, which would determine if they'll be compatible in the kitchen or not, or if the meal won't even get prepped because they'll be too busy fighting, and all these other things. And it just simply boiled down that we don't work and mesh together well in the kitchen. The way you prep and cook that's not the way that I would do it. That's what causes the conflict between people, which ultimately underlines speaks of compatibility. Now, to say that a person views are right or wrong, that can go to a whole nother level. But all we're talking about is, are you compatible with me? Are you compatible with me? That's something we should really look at in our lives every day with the people that we deal with. And you have to overlook time and all of that other stuff, how long you've known them and all of that. It doesn't mean that I'm going to count you out, but if I'm doing business And I know that you have no business ethics, or you do, but the way that you do business is not the way that I do business, then that means that we're not compatible to do business together. Now, we might be compatible to go chill and have fun together, but we're not compatible to do business together. Even down to relationships. What are your views of so many things, which will speak ultimately if we're compatible or not. But that does not mean that we have to be liking or loving the same thing. But we want to know overall in our ways of thinking and the way that we do things, that we are on the same wavelength and we're moving in the same direction. You're not moving this way and I'm moving this way, which will cause conflict. So I really hope and pray that this blesses somebody, and somebody just take an evaluation on your life and look at things to find out if it's compatible with you or not, or even if you're compatible with it or not. People, places, things, all of that. And I'm going to say this, right? It was a time that I would go out to the club and all of those things, and I was compatible with the club because it was a certain lifestyle that I lived and that I endured. So the club atmosphere was very compatible with my views, my attitude, the way I thought, and all of that. But on today's date, that's not something that I really go to. Not to bash anybody that does, but I doesn't because I didn't got older. My mind thinks in a certain way, it moves in a certain way, it feels a certain way about things. So the club became uncompatible with me at a certain point in my life. So that's how it is with friendships and everything that we do. You know, you can be compatible with someone at a certain point too, also. But as your way of thinking and your mind elevates and grow, you can become uncompatible with people. And if that's the case, don't let those frivolous things that really profit nothing make you stick around, such as time and all these other things, when in all reality, we have come to a place where we're uncompatible. Because what will happen is it will cause conflict and chaos in your life, and you'll constantly be at war. So I hope this blesses someone. I pray it does. But y'all know what I say. The journey is real. This is about feet that's been places. But until the next time, salute to the Messiah. But y'all already know this.